supposed cloth that was worn by Jesus and stuff like that. It's Catholics behind it. And this is the particular cloth. If you haven't seen it, here's a couple of pictures here and there. And you can even see one which is up close, like you can see the neck area and everything. Okay. There's lining inside, there's a whole thing. There's an inner inside. Okay. No problem. That's not my issue. My issue was, when you look at the size of that thing, when you look at the size of that cloth, unless they are saying Jesus was like a giant or something like that, you can literally see when the man is standing next to it, his whole body is almost the hand size. But hey, what do we know? The Bible speaks about him within this nature. It says he wasn't someone great to behold. There wasn't a stature to him that you would actually, from sight, you would have made that kind. So this huge stature that they are trying to show us here contradicts that narrative. But it's not just that narrative only. It's that they are claiming that this cloth goes all the way back, and it's the tunic particularly, okay? So there was the cloths that were divided, but then there is the one that they gambled for. And so they are claiming that this is that one, okay? So it's the one robe thing, so they couldn't divide it, so they gambled for it. That's John chapter number 19, if I remember well. Now, the history of this entire cloth, they say around the 300 and what AD after Jesus, they say that some nun actually found it, they kept it, and then not only did they keep it, they later on decided to preserve it by putting something that kind of preserves the whole thing the way it is. Okay, fine. That's their whole business. Now, we've talked about the Christianity of the modern age in a lot of phrases. And one particular phrasing was the location-based religion. And if you can remember that one, we were phrasing it around John chapter number, I don't know, is it chapter number 3 or 4, where Jesus meets the Samaritan woman. And in that conversation, you can see that the Samaritan woman is a perspective of a location for religion. And Jesus says it's not about that. God seeks them that worship him in truth and in spirit. So, in these particular pictures that you are seeing here, what is it about? It's about sight. We saw him. You can touch, you can get close to a cloth that he was wearing. It's the man that supposedly wore that cloth that you are supposed to be looking at. But you are looking at the cloth because your faith is built on man. So you want to touch, you want to feel. You are a Thomas. You are a Thomas. And if you are a Thomas, at least you could pray, that your unbelief will also be helped. But unfortunately, you still continue to seek sight. But why is it that people still, till date, are still looking for the exact wood that was used in the cross? People are still till this day looking for the exact thorns that were put on his head. And there are Orthodox churches and all these Roman Catholic churches where they can claim those things. Remember, not long ago, there was the entire thing about the shroud. And they said that the shroud was actually the cloth that actually was wrapped around Jesus. There is always something. And for all those people that are gullibles, there is something to be sold for these things. It stills your faith and instills in your faith carnality. There is a faith that is based on carnality. That's why you see all these people selling oils, all these people selling salts in the name of it is somehow bringing you close to a relationship with God. It's because these people's their whole vibe of finding the truth, it's finding fleshly things that they can touch and go. It's a touch and go thing. I touched it, I believe it. A person like that is not open to the truth. They are open to themselves. It's not about whether Jesus died or rose again. No, it's not enough hearing it. They need to touch. They need physical proof. Look at that, how big that thing is. But no, still, there's still someone who feels that the stature of the Messiah was of such a kind. You are quarter to becoming Antichrist. But it's better we tell you now, so that when you get there, you know what you were asking for. This is a reality show to daily Christian commentary videos. Other videos that are done to be done in the pink comments, please. Be sure of what you say you want to believe.